You want to get the beautiful benefits of therapy, but either two of the options have happened. Number one, you are still studying or you're not financially independent to afford multiple therapy sessions, or number two, you have not found the right therapist yet, because most of them are somehow they are not able to convince you into coming for regular sessions. So this video is free therapy for you, where I will be talking about one of the most important and easiest forms of therapy that is used by trained psychologists and psychiatrists in their work. But this is a practice that can be done easily by yourself, even without a lot of external support. So the name of this technique is Gestalt. So this is a German word, that is why the pronunciation is a little different. So this therapy has about 5 to 6 points where you can use it for any part of life. Let's say you can pause this video now and you can take a notebook and use this therapy for your career issue or your relationship issue, or it could be your mental problem like overthinking, anxiety, depression, OCD. It could be anything. You could choose one topic and then now resume the video. So there is going to be 5 to 6 steps in this Gestalt technique, and it is safe to do at home. You can do it at home. It is nothing but normal steps to find what is going inside your mind and to actually come out of it. So before you we go into this video, hit the subscribe button so that you never miss another video. The first step one is find the pending issues. So at work or anywhere, we have the habit of logging some work for some later time. Ki we'll do it later, I'll do it after some time. It's not important, so that becomes pending. In life also, as we live every day, there are some emotions, there are some topics, there are some experiences that we put on the pending list. And that pending list does not look like it bothers you, but deep down it bothers and it creates a lot of chaos. So, step one is take a piece of paper and start writing all the pending issues that is there in your mind. That pending issue could be as simple as I have been delaying my workouts. I have not been working out. So this could seem like something very, very normal and very, very small, but deep down it is making you feel extremely guilty. So this is step number one, which is to find the pending issues. Step number two is to address the empty chair. Let's imagine that there is a chair opposite to me that is empty, nobody is sitting. Now, what I want you to do is, I want you to transfer literally all your problems, all your confusions, all the chaos into that empty chair. So, the chair that was once empty is now having filled with all of your problems and things that needs to be resolved. Now, what happens is you clearly differentiate that this is me and those are my problems. So, by addressing the empty chair, what we are doing is two things. Number one, we are first separating you from the problem, because we always think that we are the problem, something is wrong with us. So, you separate you from the problem, and since the chair is now full, you're not going to ignore them. You might feel uncomfortable, there is no doubt in that, but that uncomfortable feeling is what we are aiming for. We need to feel uncomfortable to address those emotions. So when the empty chair has become full, what we start doing is we start analyzing, we start looking into those things. Again, you can write down what are the things that are there in the empty chair, and you start pondering. The third step here is I am responsible. How many of us run from the fact that there is something that we need to take? We need to take action for that and be responsible for it. Adulting comes with a lot of responsibilities, and sadly most of us do not do our responsibilities correctly. And when I say responsibilities, it is not feeding your parents, feeding your dog, studying your masters. No, your basic responsibility is to take care of your mental health and to take care that it's not getting clogged over here. So let's say that in the empty chair you have placed your career issues, and now you realize that there are issues in your career because you are having a very um, scarcity mindset. So now you take a step. In the same piece of paper you write, I am responsible for the scarcity mindset. So the moment you take accountability, what is going to happen is half the problem is going to be solved. You realize that it was never the outside people, it was never Nazar, it was never evil eye, it was not the other people who were troubling you. It was your own old thought patterns that you had to discard to create a new version of reality. So, step number three is I am responsible. Step number four, most important, from why to how. Everyone who has suffered on the planet, including me, has asked this question: why me? Why did I get in this so much trouble? Why did God punish me? Why? But when you are in why, your mind is continuously going to stay only in the pessimistic mindset, which means you will attract even more problems. You will attract a lot of negativity. The moment you change the from why to how, let's say you have been very depressed lately. So you take in that piece of paper, you write, I have been depressed. Now, instead of why, you have to focus on how. How am I that I'm so depressed? How is it that I'm feeling so low? So the moment you start questioning the question, so here's the beautiful line: question the question. When you question the question, what will happen is you will feel that okay, maybe I'm not like I'm always inside my home. I'm not doing any extracurricular activities. I'm stuck at home. I'm not meeting my friends. There is no social life. Maybe because of it, I am feeling depressed. So, from why to how is going to shift the blame game, and finally, you are entering the optimistic mindset. And the last step in the Gestalt therapy is change your questions into affirmations. As I said, why am I depressed? Why am I anxious? Why do I have so many negative thoughts? Why? These are all questions. What I want you to do, or what this therapy wants you to do, is to simply convert those questions into affirmations. Now, how do we do that? Let's take an example of why am I depressed? Take the answer into affirmation. I am depressed because I'm not socially active. I am anxious because I'm too tired. I am unhappy because there's so much work pressure. So, the moment you give reason to that problem, it becomes an affirmation. And affirmation, it is not negative here. People might think this is an affirmation, then why is it negative? No, it is, we are just affirming the reality. After this, if you want, you can extend the therapy into making positive affirmations. For example, uh, you can use the law of assumption and you can say, tomorrow I'm going to be very productive. My whole life has aligned into a completely different reality. I step into the new reality. This is a positive affirmation that we do, but overall, this Gestalt therapy is going to make you very self aware. And the moment you become self aware is the moment you master your mind. So let's do a quick recap. Step 1, resolve the pending issues. Step 2, address the empty chair. Step 3 is I am responsible. Step 4, change from why to how. And step 5, convert the questions into affirmations. This is a beautiful 5-step simple therapy session that you can do on your own, and come in the comment section and tell me how you actually felt after doing this. Here comes the best part. If you are ready to invest in a proper session, counseling session, I am there for you. I deal with anxiety, depression, breakup, OCD, life decisions, and a lot more with a spiritual twist to it. If you're interested, there is a WhatsApp number given below in the description box. Check that out. And lots of love. I will see you all in another video. This is Subiksha signing off. Thank you so much.